Hey guys, it's Baldy and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to kill scavs super easy on woods. Now, the 10 spots I'm going to show you, there's a little bit more than 10, I'm going to be honest with you, but some of them are not worth going your way out of to get them, okay? So we're going to go ahead and narrow it down to 10 for you guys, okay? Now, before we continue on, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. It means a lot to me. Now, if there's not too much to ask, you know, if you could throw me a like,
throw me a freaking bone here,
and a sub, I'd appreciate that too. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. Or even a dislike. Go ahead and throw a dislike in there and comment down below on what I can do better for these videos, okay? If it was informative or not, let me know what I can do better, okay? Continue on with the top 10 areas on woods, okay? We're gonna go ahead and then continue on and jump over to Map Genie. All right, guys, this is Map Genie. Map Genie is a guide that you can use for a lot of the maps on Tarkov, but also other games as well. Before I found this map, I actually had to use an Excel spreadsheet to check everything off that I found, all the loot items that I found in raid in order to complete tasks and whatnot. But this does it for you. I absolutely love this tool. It is $10 to unlock that feature, I believe, but I mean, it's worth it in my opinion. But anyways, you're gonna go ahead and go on Map Genie. When you go on Map Genie, you're gonna go ahead and click on woods because that's the map that we're doing. So the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go over here, hide all, click on scav, and all the scavs pop up. Okay. Now, first thing you want to do is I would bring a long range weapon with me, maybe like an SKS with one of the mounts. I'll pop it up on the screen right now for you. With this scope, it's really cheap. With the SKS, it's super cheap, and you can hit long distance targets. Okay, and that's the goal here in woods is long distance. Now we're gonna start off right here at Scav House. Scav House is one of the places that a lot of people know about and go to. 1 to 3 scavs spawn here or along this road here. Sometimes just one, and they kind of mix up together. A lot of these guys will run to Scav House, so I just call this whole thing like one. All right. After you come here, the next spot is spot number 2. It's gonna be log cabin or ritual site. Ritual site and log cabin kind of again come together. A lot of them like will run back and forth here. This is spot number 2. It's very simple. You could get here really easily, and then from here you can either go to Sawmill. What I recommend is to get away from PvP if you're brand new to the game. Is run a spot number 3. Now spot number 3 is good for Shootout in heavens, and again it's also good for scav kills. Because from this rock you can actually shoot all the scavs that are running all of the street or at the log cabin or ritual site. Okay, and there's also a car here too that scavs like to hide around. So that's spot number 3. Moving on to spot 4, 4.5. I think what I named it is going to be traversing all the way up to the north. Make sure that you keep along this trail here on the outside. Spot number 4 is right here. It's going to be radio tower or satellite tower, whatever you want to call it. I find this spot tricky because a lot of scavs, usually 1 to 2, not a lot, 1 to 2 will either spawn in the compound or outside of the compound, and sometimes it's hard to see them. 4.5 is going to be right across the street. Again, they kind of mingle together sometimes, or they walk this road together right here sometimes. So that's that. This is part 4.5. This is own little compound. Again, they're mostly, usually at the compound. Spot number 5 is going to be right here at Fishing Village. Now, Fishing Village doesn't have the best scav spawn rate, honestly, but you have to come this way to extract anyways. So not bad to pick up 1 or 2. Spot number 5, again, not too good, but it is good to pick up that 1 or 2 scavs if you only need 1 or 2 to pick up more. So it's not too bad. Come all the way down to Fishing Village through actual village. Okay, so this is village, this is Fishing Village. So when you come here, this is car extract right here, but when you come to here, you can actually shoot from here all the way down this road, and they'll actually traverse through these buildings here and then just down this main road. So you can sit here and just snipe them. What I like to do is I come up here to these rock areas if I spawn in this side and come this way, and then shoot them through here. Okay, but it is a highly known spot, so a lot of people do come there and they will kill you because you are exposed to the left here. There are some bushes that you can hide into, and then you can snipe from there, but I think this spot is a lot better than here because here you don't have too much cover, and you're exposed a lot more. Okay, especially if people run here, they can see you shooting scavs from over here, and I've gotten 1 shooter born in heaven from people doing that. After that, you're gonna go to spot 7 is you're gonna traverse all the way down, and along this wall here, you're gonna come through a broken wall, and along this wall here, next to the rocks and trees, you're gonna see some scavs running up and down. There's like 1 or 2. It's not a whole lot, but that'll pick you up the last 1 or 2 you might need, and then you can extract. Spot 8, if you don't have enough scav kills, what I recommend doing is running across this way, hitting up these scav places right here. This is going to be USEC camp. This is the second highly most contested spot in woods because at USEC camp or scav camp or whatever you want to call it, they actually have a lot of good spawns. There's a lot of 4 to 5, maybe 6 big boxes of loot that you can loot out of. There's a med camp space there where you can find grizzlies, saliwas, golden stars, and a few other good loot too, as well as good food like sugar, MREs. Now along this way too is usually some that will spawn here, right here. They'll kind of like come in and out of the camp. Spot number 9 is going to be Sniper Rock. Sniper Rock isn't too bad of a spot, honestly, because for the most part, if you could get there first and kill them, it's a free kill. And along Spine too. Spine has 1 or 2 scavs that kind of spawn there. So again, if you're traversing from here to here or here to here, you could kind of see hopefully you can get those kills in and you'll be good to go. Moving on to the final spot. Spot number 10 is the most highly contested spot in Woods. The reason why I say that is because a lot of scavs are here, but not only that, the boss is here. Sturman. Sturman is actually one of the bosses that is a scav boss. He's a sniper. He will take you out with an SVD instantly if he sees you, okay? Usually you'll know if he's there because he'll crack 3 warning shot. Because he's there, a lot of PMCs go there for 1, the scav kills, and 2, to hunt down Sturman. Because Sturman does actually hold a key. It's his Sturman key that actually unlocks a box there. It's a one-time use key, but if you get lucky enough and you kill him, grab the key, there's a little lunchbox. So his lunchbox actually spawns in some good loot, some weapons and stuff like that, but also it also spawns in the Red Rebel. It's a little ice pick that actually is a good item that you need for extracting in some places like Reserve, for example. So guys, we're gonna go ahead and continue on with the video. I'm actually gonna show you what this looks like, all right? And then don't forget, if you guys want to go ahead and skip ahead, I have timestamps down below. That way you can skip to the different sections. Like maybe, for example, you already know what Sawmill looks like. You can skip that. All right, guys, part 1 of the video, we're actually gonna be right here, right next to Scav House. Scav House actually spawns scavs from all the way over here to this road, to the car, all the way up and down the house right here. And also some scavs run up along this way right here, right next to this little house, right across the street from Scav House, okay? A lot of the times they hide it between the, right there, by hiding these doors. And right behind me. Okay, well, just like that, they hide right there. So again, anywhere from right here to the house right there, hiding between these windows and doors and stuff. Sometimes along this house right here. And then obviously right here, we just shot that guy. He messed us up pretty bad. And now we're gonna head off to the next spot, which is actually not that far from here. All right, guys, part 2 is going to be right here, right next to this little house right here. It's right across the street from Scav House. You can see it from here. There's actually a scav over there right now. Yeah, but there's over there, and we're right here across the way. Now, if you come from here all the way down, right there, all the way down this way. I have scavs on, so that way you guys could actually see, like, they are spawning in the locations that I am saying. You come all the way down this way. Right there, another one. Oh. Another one right there. Okay, and you keep running all the way down to one of the task spots, which is one of the ritual sites for the cultist, okay? Along this whole area where that car is at, okay? Now, you could come this way. You could come this way, but honestly, what I like to do is cross here either early or in the beginning of the raid and move on to my next spot. Spot number 3, we're right here, right next to Scav House. The wooden shack that was somewhere over there in that direction. And for number 2, and we actually just came and killed our a few last scavs from this area. Now, what I recommend doing is either killing them, clearing this out, or come straight to number 3 right here, and you can actually see scavs running across this way and this way. This is spot number 3. I would also highly recommend you staying here too for your shooter board in heavens. This is where I get most of mine at, because a lot of people need an item for a task out of this car, and from here to there is like 100 to 110 meters from that car, okay? And a lot of times people like think that they'll shoot you from here or over there. They don't know, so they'll literally run around here behind the shed thinking they have safety, and I just, you know, there you go. All right, moving on to spot number 4. All right, guys, we're here at we are here at spot number 4. It's kind of hard to tell if you don't know what you're looking for, but there is a tall radio tower right there, okay? Now, the issue with this spot is that I actually kind of avoid this spot. The issue is because there's a compound there, and scavs could land anywhere near there, or they could land on there. So, for example, they could be in this tree line here, or inside of the compound, and that actually makes things quite difficult finding where they're at. If they're in the compound, it's usually easy because they'll make a noise and they'll move a little bit here and there, but in the tree line, you can't see nothing. All right, so let's see, we hear them now. I think they're in the compound, but that's what makes it difficult. I'm not sure where they're at, but this is spot number 4 in this compound right here. And then part 4.5, I guess you could say, is literally diagonally across the way, right where that guy's at. There's a little see how he was in the trees? If you're not skilled, honestly, he's in the bush. You probably couldn't tell where he was at. Okay, so as a new player, you probably would have died right there. Scavs have aimbot sometimes, so he could have easily killed me just sitting there. But here is area 4.5. We're gonna be here. Sometimes they spawn in here, or you might want to check the outside of this map right here, or this compound right here. But yeah, this is gonna be spot 4.5. Next up, we're gonna be moving on to spot 5. Spot 5 is going to be Fishing Village, which is down there. You can follow the path. All right, guys. Starting off with spot number 5, we're here at the Fishing Village. It's the one that's all broken down. There's a little boathouse right there. All these buildings are torn down. They can land anywhere between these houses here and along this main road here, okay? Usually, most I've ever seen was 2. So, 1 to 2. Heading off to spot number 6 now. Spot number 6 is going to be Village. All right, so here is Village. I actually like to go up into this little hill area here and snipe them down from here, but you could see right there, they're running across. And there you go. So we're going to run through Village real quick. This is actually one of the higher spots that I see Scavs a lot. But you want to be careful too, because a lot of PvP happens here due to those Scavs being here, okay? And there's some decent loot in here, in these buildings here. And here is Village. Like I said before, there's some good loot here. So a lot of PvP happens here occasionally. A Scav around in here. We're going to ignore him, but yeah, just Scav in here. I'm going to show you where I like to come on the opposite side, okay? So you can hide in this tree line, like in this rocky bush area here, or up on top of these rocks. The issue with it is that everybody knows about these spots. So if you're the first one here, they're a great advantage to take to try to kill the Scavs. So you have a good line of sight and stuff, but you're exposed to this whole left side here, okay? But I've killed plenty of Scavs doing this, like that. So yeah, that's what I normally do. I come to this area if I'm spawning on this side. Run up here, come there. Or you could take this bush over here. A little bit more concealment, not cover, but concealment. The Scavs will be able to see, but players usually won't, because there's a little bit more foliage here. And if you want, you can lay down, not in bushes anymore, but you can lay down here, and you can get a decent sight on everything. Okay, cool. Moving on to spots number 7. All right, guys, we are more on the eastern side of the map now. We went down south, all the way down. The spot number 6 was over there. Now we're running up this way to spot number 7. Spot number 7 isn't really a good place. It's kind of like Fishing Village. Spot isn't highly contested. Typically, there's like 1 or 2 that run in here. Somewhat dangerous. I have died a few times here trying to hunt these Scavs, because they're in the rocks. Sometimes they're in the trees over there. You can't really tell. For the most part, you're traversing across the way to get to a certain location or extract or whatever, right? So for the most part, there's 1 or 2. You know, it's just a couple to get out of the way if you're trying to leave, you know? But I wouldn't head here directly just for the Scavs, okay? All the way in here, I have spotted 1 Scav in here multiple times, but usually just 1. He's not here this time. Okay, and that is it for spot number 7. And then you're only using the spot to traverse all the way down, and then extract is right over there. We're actually gonna move ahead now to a lot of people's favorite spots. Spot number 8, 9, and 10. All right, guys, now this is a highly contested spot, secondary to Sawmill alone, but this is the second most contested spot right here, okay? There's a lot of good loot in here, a lot of good food, a lot of good meds, a lot of good ammo crates. These boxes here, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 of them, I believe, here. 5, there's 6 of them here. There's 6 of them here. 1, 2, I think there's 3, 4, and then I think there's some up there too. I think for sure there's at least 4. But there's good good heals, good meds. But this is the USEC camp. All right, it's called multiple things, but USEC camp is one of them. But people run up this way, how he ran up. They run through this area here. They also run through the front too, like where our friend is right now. Again, this is going to be a highly contested spot for Scavs. Probably one of the best spots for Scavs, but also PMC. So I would make it here first. If you were here first, I would make it in pretty quick, in and out. And the issue is along this tree line here is some Scavs that sit randomly. They kind of go out like how I'm doing now and secure the perimeter around the camp. I found from 4 to 5, sometimes only 2. Like right now, we've only found 2. But sometimes you can find 4 to 5 in this area. Spot number 9. All right, spot number 9 is going to be rock here. It's a free kill. Again, you're traversing, so it's a free kill. I wouldn't put my money on it, especially people are trying to hunt scavs here. They're going to shoot that real quick. And then also there's 1 or 2 that hang out around here somewhere sometimes. Sometimes around this area, and they kind of secure spine rock here and there. I've only seen like 1 or 2. And then 1 here, so it could be a total of 2 to 3, and then, you know, or 1 for the sniper scav. All right, guys, our next and final spot is going to be Sawmill. Now, you also want to be careful with Sawmill because this is for sure, and this is the most heavily contested spot for PMCs in woods. Okay, the reason why is because one of the bosses here. Well, that was embarrassing. Got stuck in a rock. Okay. And the reason for that is because... Well, let me get out of the bush. All right. Oh, I got messed up. All right, so again... All right, before you're rudely interrupted, again, this is the best spot because a lot of scavs spawn here. And also, not only that, but Sturman and his 2 goons also spawn here. Sherman is the boss of this map. 4 to 5 scavs spawn here, plus the Sturman. You know, it's really competitive for PvP. I would only come here either as soon as the beginning or in the end, okay? And even then, I've waited, you know, 5 minutes till time expired, and there's still guys sitting here camping. So, yeah, guys, thank you so much. All right, guys, I wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. After we go ahead and do the shoreline scav kill video, we're going to continue on with other things, maybe like loadouts and whatnot, because wipe is coming soon and it's gonna be 12.13, I believe. So we're gonna get ready for that, but I wanted to show you guys where all the scavs are at, because this is the problem that I've had when I first started playing. All right, so again, like, subscribe, it means the world to me, and it's free. I really appreciate it, guys. Until next time, peace.